Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we got Long War of the Chosen ahead of us today, and we're going to take a closer look at this mission before we click launch, just to make sure we're feeling comfortable with where we're at. And I gave you the situation in the video description and on the thumbnail and the title, so that's all the things going through my mind right now, because let's face it, we're on a 2 casualty in a row streak on our missions too, so I'm wondering if I am in a better shape if because I can spend the intel, then I'll just be a pinch below 100, so I'll still be able to expand pretty quickly. And then after this mission, I think I just gotta infiltrate some more, because then I'll have no missions, so I wouldn't want to expand then. So by the time I'm ready to expand, I should have the intel back. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because we gain intel on this mission. So yeah, that's all the things that are running through my head on what is the best move, what is the smartest move given the situation. So we'll see. We'll see. We won't know 100%. I know which way I'm leaning right now, but we won't know 100% till we get down in there and see about figuring this thing out. You're right, Nightmare. It boils down to how confident am I feeling, and it's not 100% either way right now. I just know the injuries are climbing. And maybe I just need to play a conservative today.
What's up, Doc?
Could be what I gotta do. Stormaris, ahoy hoy to you. Glad you could drop in and join us today on a wonderful Thursday. I'm hoping, it's a solid team. They just, if we had laser, it's just that, right now we're talking about, whoops, I dropped a pen. Oh well, I'll get it later because I don't need it right now. We could, at our force level now, we've unlocked Rocketeers, Purifiers, Sidewinders, and Mechs. And we've seen a mech already. And so, that's my debate. Now that, good to see you, Floki. Good to see you, Floki. And then, now that we've seen a mech, and we've seen that we're getting some of these higher tier enemies, ballistics doesn't feel so good anymore. Doesn't feel as comforting anymore. Rocketeers, Purifiers, Sidewinders, Mechs. Not to mention what we've already unlocked with the priests and whatnot. So, yeah.
What's up, Doc?
I guess if I had to tell you what I'm thinking right now, I'm probably leaning towards boosting. Good to see you, Werner. Glad you could make it in today. So I truly am thinking of boosting. We get back, I don't know, 20, we'll just say 25. I don't remember the exact number. But we will get back. We also get a point of interest, which we haven't got a point of interest for intel in a while. Maybe we get lucky and even get some more intel that way. So, I'm leaning towards the boost because I think it's not going to, the timing of it will not hurt us and delay my expansion is what I'm thinking. Because I do need to expand. Well, I need to expand. We need to expand. We just do. We just do. So that was what's bouncing around in my head today. Boom, boom, boom.
What's up, Doc?
Road train. Glad you can make it today. Hello there. Baby, baby, baby. Now I'm looking at the screen because last time we tried to get it max infiltrated without the boost, and it just didn't happen. We're 111% infiltrated, and I was hoping to get a little tick to help us out without having to boost. And it didn't happen. So that's why ever since that, at the end of last episode, I've been mulling over, looking at the situation, thinking, might be a time to boost. And you saved your sound for the right time, Nightmare. Good for you. It is top of the hour, and we're going to need to get over there and get this party started. So why don't we take a peek? Okay. Cut off that saxophone, and let's take a look. So this is the mission we got. We're 111% infiltrated, but it's still 10 to 12. We spend 30 to boost, but we get 23 back. And I think we're just over 100 now. 101, 102. So we'd be sitting at 95-ish. Which, seeing as how we have to scan some more to find some missions, because this is the last one we had infiltrated. Because we've kind of been running a lot of back-to-back-to-backs mission with minimal scanning in between. And we just haven't found any more yet. We had 3 in that one live stream, and this was the 3rd one, which is another reason we don't have any laser weapons on this team. And with the increase of force level, we're to a level where I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable. Not that I have to have everybody hit it out in laser weapons, but it sure wouldn't hurt to have 1 or 2 on each team. Make things just a little less stressful, I guess, is what I'm saying. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I think we're just going to boost. And that 100% is going to get us down to 7 to 9. And with this team, which is not a bad team overall, we got Aleksandra and her bondmate Carlos. They've already maxed out their bond, but you know, that extra movement may come in handy. We got needle grenades. We have death from above now, and we do have a scope that we have available for our sharpshooter. And Laser Master, our shinobi, we're going to bring him out with Blade Master. And I'm out there with Napalm X. We'll see if that's good enough to help us out, if I can get in position. Grapevine is just a squatty. Same with Frog, Alexi Calmont. So, you know, they aren't the highest level, but yeah, they're all good classes. It would have been nice to have gotten a laser rifle on my Ranger at least. I would have felt a lot better, I think. But it's not a bad team overall, given what point we are in the mission, other than running out of money, so I couldn't buy a laser weapon. So that's where we're at. And therefore, I've pretty much convinced myself we're boosting on this one. Yeah, 30 intel. Oh yeah, we're at 104. We're even a little higher than I thought. So let's do it. Means we're gonna get to evac for a luxurious 4 turns. When we request an evac, it'll come in 4 turns instead of the normal 5. That sounds wonderful. It is a concealed start for us. We have to hack a workstation. We do have a specialist, so we're going to hope that the workstation gives us the ability to hack through a window, through a door, through an opening, so we can do it at a distance. That always helps on these missions, if that's possible. There is Advent loot still as a sit rep on this one too. So we got to keep our eyes wide open on a mission where usually we got to hustle, you know, it says 7-turn timer. That's not always accurate. Sometimes it's 8. I don't know if I've ever seen it be 9, but I have seen some of these missions be 8-turn timers. So that sometimes has a slight variation. And we got it down to extremely light. So Operation Rattle is a go. Let's do it. Fingers crossed. We need a clean one. We got to break this streak. This horrible streak we've been on with injuries. We gotta, I mean, at one point, well, we got somebody in here that spent, Derek, good to see ya. You're just glad Spain beat Argentina. There you go. A lot of people were glad, especially Servando. He was thrilled that they came through. I predicted, I shocked people in where I live. I predicted both games over the weekend. Yeah, the fallout's crazy. It's true. I've read some bizarre commentaries, articles about that match. That's for sure. Anyway, Operation Rattle is ahead of us. We are in slums, and if the picture is any indication, we may have a high ground spot if we're lucky for our sniper. And we'll see how the map is and what part of the map we got to get through, and see if we can make that work, because we do have death from above now, and so wouldn't that be nice? Hey, no problem, Derek. I'm glad you dropped in to say hi. I appreciate it. It's good hearing from you. Here we go.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
We're on the high ground, but we're blocked by higher ground. So, not exactly what I was talking about when I was wishing for high ground. And it doesn't look like this building has a lot of access to the roof. You know, this looks a lot like, remember I was telling you I had oh my God, protect the data tap. This was the building I had. And the data tap was inside this building. And there's very few windows. This was like the perfect building to have a protect the data tap mission on. It's fun that I mentioned that when we had our other protect the data tap, because I was practicing, I think I was up against the Warlock on that one. But this is just one big block and blob of a building. And we were sheltered inside, and it kind of made the mission trivial a little bit. But anyway, we got to get around. Now it's going to be hard to come around the side, or we're going to be very trickily limited around the side because of this. And there just isn't access to the roof. I think there's access to the roof over on this side, but we have to get there. And yeah, there may be, if we're lucky, that looks like a window. Well, no, that might be a painting. I don't even know if that's a window. No, that's definitely a window. You can see through there. So there is the possibility that we'll be able to remotely hack this thing. I don't know if it's hard to tell if there's a window at this end of the building. I think there is one. I think I just saw it. Yeah, it's a little lighter there. So I think we may be able to hack through that. So I wish there was a way to get up on the roof. I wish. And there is another building right here. But this drool-worthy building that would give us high ground to cover the whole map with my sniper just is not available. This is where you need the grapple armor, and then you can make it available. What can I say? All right, it's time we get moving. I can't stand here all day postponing and... Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring us right here. Yeah, there, 8 turns. But so we got to keep moving. Definitely got to keep moving. And I feel like I'm getting a little skipping. So if you guys, the game doesn't feel like it's flowing 100% wonderfully. Let me know if you're noticing it too. Hopefully, yeah, it's fine now. It was just temporary, so hopefully it's short-lived. Now, I'm bringing us here a laser master.
Bestätigt. Rück aus.
All right. So we do have a small path to get through that hacky tower. And then, my God, we're almost there. So maybe I want to look at sending some people potentially through the building. Man, it really limits our flexibility on how we can move or fight a battle once we become in contact. And unfortunately, I do not have scanning protocol. Grapevine is a squatty along with my ranger, so I do not have any extra perks at this point. So if I open the door, I'd be okay if I could make it to here, but I don't know if I can. So I'm coming to the door. We're going to open the door and bring you in.
That's affirmative.
Okay, I can get this far. Hopefully we could then get to this door in a blue move and then be out. We'll see. Okay, those are civilians. Not a problem.
Okay.
And we see nothing. Sniper-wise, since I can't get on this roof, there's always a chance. Well, right now, we aren't going to be seen through windows because we're all hidden. We're all, you know, subtle. I don't know how else to put it, but we're doing okay. I'm kind of thinking, even though... Yeah, I may just bring my sniper here. Because otherwise, there's no... I'd have to hope for contact down here, and this way at least I have some angles over this way. Kind of what I'm thinking. There's going to be no great positions for my sniper until we get up here. And I don't feel comfortable about that building being so close to there. So it's kind of taking things away from my sniper. So maybe I move my sniper last. I'll come here with Sectoid. So you're sorta near the front. Now, how far could my ranger go? Let's find out. Maybe he's a come through the building kind of a guy too. Like here, then he could be the door opener. Okay, there is the ability to jump over this wall. So that's good to know. I was thinking with that lattice work, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't be able to, but we can. So I'm coming here. And yeah, I'll easily be able to come around and open that door next turn on a blue move. Unless, of course, we see something coming down here. That's kind of eerie that it has the snakes here. I would hate to run into a snake pod. But you don't know yet. We don't know yet what we're going to run into. I'm coming here.
Complete.
And therefore, I think I bring you here, Sectoid. So we got our grenades nearby.
All right.
And Commander maybe comes here. We got the mobility, you got an SMG, so your detection radius isn't as big. We'll be a little past our scouting, but I feel okay with that. And then we'll know if it's safe to bring our sniper any farther forward.
Makes perfect sense. They excel at
Okay. Well, speaking of snakes, I saw a snake a drone and maybe something else behind it. So we kind of know something's in the building there. And there is a window here. And they were back behind this counter. Like they're clerks in the store. So I'm kind of feeling like I would like to see if I can get an angle. You know, you don't have the high ground and you won't be steadied, but doggone it, you potentially have an angle for us. So Aleksandra, I'm bringing you here because just bringing you here and steadying, I don't think it can take advantage of where they're at. I'm being a little aggressive. Right or wrong, I'm being a little aggressive. Here we go. Okay, they're moving away. There's also they're not part of the drone. The drone is separate, and it's also moving away.
Ich habe hier feindliche Aktivität.
Okay. So we can't get out this door now. We cannot get out the door with my interior folk. How lovely is that? We'll have other options. We will have other options. I'm thinking if they're walking down over this way, perhaps this would be a good angle. Now, I'm not feeling good. Now, do we see all of them? We see the drone and we do not see the snake. Be nice to get eyes on the snake. So why don't we take Laser Master? First of all, come to the corner. I don't think that... Yeah, that's not going to find us the snake, I don't believe. But it gives us a point of where we should take off from.
Befehl bestätigt.
Nope, no snake. I feel a lot better if we can see. And this wall has a window there. Yeah, we're not really gonna see anything. Let's see, there's a window there, but there's full cover in the way. So I would not be able to see through to see the snake. And odds are if I came here, yeah, I could see, if the snake's not behind that pillar, I would see the snake. So let's bring you here, Laser Master.
Begebe mich zur Zielposition.
All right. I'm kind of leaning toward Lucian. You made it. Good for you. Good to see you in here. Lucian's been doing some binging to catch up with us here. I think what I'll do. Too bad I can't get to the roof, like I said. But we're gonna be. Oh, that's not you. It kind of sucks not seeing the snake. But I feel like I gotta keep you on the ground. And probably right here so I can steady you. So in case they go, we get them active, you'll at least have a shot between the building. There's one option. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Aleksandra here.
Hello.
Oh, hello to you, Sam the Tin Man Gaming. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. That's a new name for me to see in here on the Twitch side. So I appreciate you dropping in. I can come here. Not knowing where the snake is exactly, I'm hesitant to push forward to here. So I'm gonna give it a go. Right to here. We'll wonder if we see a glimpse of the guy as we move here.
We need to move.
No glimpses. Now, I'd be in front of a window that already shows that they can see up to the window, so I am not taking a chance that somehow the snake's closer and moving further. I would love to be just a little bit farther, but I don't want to take that particular risk. Now, we got Sectoid back here. I would like to find a nice place to be able to bring him in. And once again, this is a little dangerous, not knowing where the snake is. I think we're doing well today. We just hope we can pull off a clean mission. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I think if we get our grenadier at least nearby, we're not going to be really in a position, unless they keep walking across, to have a chance for a grenade. But we'll see. Hey, Carlos, good to see you in here. Thanks for popping in for us. Yeah, I think we just go there. Now we got to watch the timer. Now, obviously, we aren't that far away, but this is only 3 out of 9 enemies that we're seeing, so there could potentially be a lot of fighting along the way. We'll have vision through that window, but not seeing the snake, I don't know if I want to push it too much. So I think, Frog, I'm going to bring you around the corner to maybe we'll see the snake from here. Yeah, no such luck. And we've moved out of the way so we don't even see the trooper anymore. I think he was a trooper. So we're going to play it just somewhat conservatively. And come here, just so we have mobility if things need to go loud. We can do it. Before I do that, let's just see, is the hack anything we need to worry about? A small alien alloy cache. So we want to try... And I'm going to have to probably see about activating this next turn, because otherwise the time frame gets a little squishy, and we gotta get our evac put out. So y'all can help remind me about the evac flare. Now I'll take any way you can make it, Carlos, whether it's solid watching or sporadic. I love having you in here. So we got a small alien, that's a tongue twister for me for some reason. Alien alloy cache. Alien alloy. Yeah, it's easy now. So that's an option. Actually, I think I just bring you here because that gets you close enough to be flexible left or forward when we go. Yeah, it's worth remembering. We've got to try to remember to do the hack before we leave.
Heading there now.
Hey, it all helps if we can get it. Yeah, alloys are alloys. I don't know that I'm comfortable moving anybody any further. Yeah, I've got everybody. So Aleksandra, let's hope they move down into the alley, and we'll steady you. And we'll put everybody else
Eyes on the prize.
that can on Overwatch.
Far enough, cocksuckers.
Yeah, what he said. What I said. Oh, no, they aren't coming across. They're not going to make it easy. Well, unless the drone does. No, even the drone. It's not part of the same pod. Doggone it. Darn it, anyway. Oh, man. If the drone can't see me up here, the other ones are farther, because the drone would have usually has the farther vision than the guys behind him for my shinobi. I would see the drone for here. I hope I'm thinking about coming here just so it's corner cover and seeing what we see with our shinobi. We might, if we're lucky, also even see something else. I don't know if that would be luck or not, but it would give us a chance to see the map.
Bin unterwegs.
Okay, what do we see? Okay, we see, for once we see them all. So it's going to be a little easier to pick out how and where we want to move. So I'm kind of feeling here, Aleksandra. Oh, you do not see him from there. There's a lot of that, like, full cover that's blocking the line of sight, so I almost have to find a way to get you up high. Like something like this. Except you won't be able to shoot then. So we're kind of moving towards the objective, but we're also kind of setting up where we could go live with these guys. So, and since oh yeah, we can make it out the door now though if we want to, and that may be the play for these guys over here. Oh look, I can't take that cover, but I could take this cover, you know, without going through the windows, so we aren't heard. That kind of a thing. I kind of like the idea of maybe setting up. Yeah, so let's get the door right here and get it open.
Merci. En route vers la cible.
Because like I said, this is the turn I said we needed to go live. Well, I guess I lied. Next turn is now the time, and we will no matter what. Or if they keep moving back, because they can move back a long way, oh, we go towards the target. That's simple. Because at some point, there's diminishing returns trying to follow them all over the map.
Hello!
So maybe I put you here. Of course, if they scatter, what are the odds that they would shoot? All that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I kind of want to have you available. Let's see. I could get a flamethrower right here. So if they move back, instead of far away, we'd have a potential opening. So I may just do that. We see them all, so it should be a safe move. So let's just play for them moving back a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll steady up here. We'll get a grenadier. I guess I can go there. Because you two don't have SMGs, so you can't get up there. I bring you out here.
Position confirmée.
And you... I keep right there. So you can move up to full cover. You have some options. Even though it's only half cover.
Moving out. Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Yeah.
Sectoid will also bring you right here. Although maybe I go here so I'm not blocking the pole just in case I need it. We're still hidden for now. Let's go, let's do it.
Understood. 조심해.
Whoa! Oh, we got a little extra company here now. They better not come up on the roof. Okay, they're moving away. So we gotta go live. Come on, dudes. They've milked me for a bunch of turns is what they've done. Is there 2 pods over there, or is that all the same pod? I don't know now. And if they aren't all in the door, so I gotta bring you over. We gotta get some sight over here. We need to be seeing something. And we're gonna see if you can do some seeing. I'm a little nervous about coming all the way here in case they all didn't go through the door. Of course, if some of them move out and aren't inside and they can see me through there, why don't I come here first?
See you, Lewis.
Oh my God, they did. No, they wouldn't have seen me here, but there's 2 pods out here. I gotta hack this thing. I gotta hack the workstation. And I gotta get a flare down. Don't you know? I gotta get a flare going at some point here. My God. Man. Now it's not a lib. It's just a intel mission. It's not a lib mission. We've done the lib 1. We've already accomplished the lib 1 here. We're waiting for lib 2 to cycle around because the first timer we got was not acceptable for what we could do. Now he's gonna move this way. I don't know what these guys are gonna do. I'd like to get my eyes on them. So let's move up here and see what we're dealing with. We should be okay, unless unless we're going live right now. Now that's the old way of doing it. Rotating, they've updated the mod where it clearly says lib 1, liberation, liberation, liberation. So you know if you're doing a liberation. Well, until you get to the network tower and the HQ assault, they don't say lib. But they stay on the map. So I think I'm just gonna come here. I gotta see these guys and know exactly what we're dealing with. Sectoid something. I don't know if that's a pod of 3 or this a pod's of 3, but we got 3. Potentially 333. Those are my pods. That's the map.
Wechsle Position.
Oh my God! It's a priest. It's a pod of 3 with a stun lancer priest, and we came, oh my God, so close to getting spotted. Thank goodness. If he was just someone with a SMG and not the shinobi, I think we were found. I think I have no choice, given the time. I got a grenade over here. Unfortunately, I don't have a sniper available. and that's gonna kill. I don't have a lot of shots available. That's gonna hurt like crazy. This is not ideal. Can I afford to wait one more turn? Can I? Can we? I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, they're moving, whatever this pot is, they're moving that away. At least they were. We don't know who the leader of that pot is. I'm trying to predict, what can I do here? What can we do? What can we get done? What can we accomplish? There's a chance they wander into, if I put it off one more turn, I don't know if I'm pushing it too much, and then all of a sudden these guys come back. I have nobody who can shoot right now. We'll come here. You just have an SMG, so it's okay if you're not on Overwatch. I don't know which way they're going to go. They seem to be facing that they're going to go back that way. Oh well. We're just lucky that I boosted, because I think our flare is a 4-turn flare, so maybe we can still make this work, my friends. Maybe we can still make this work.
Fine.
I would have preferred to have you steadied somewhere. And I would have preferred having you steadied on the roof. But based on how they then scatter has me nervous about where I position you. But your shot would be invaluable. Do I have windows you'd be able to shoot through? Potentially. All depends on their scatter, yada, yada, yada. I feel like I gotta kind of bring you out here and just hope we get a line and you won't be steady. This is awkward.
Tak jest, przechodzę na pozycję.
I'm gonna bring you up this way. If they see us, they see us. Okay, we don't see the sectoid from there, but there's a chance they wander and then flank us and see us and we go live. So let's go here. Except we see the sectoid. Well, let's face it. Our setup's not going to be perfect. We just got to make it happen.
Pas besoin de demander 2 fois.
If I come here, oh, we don't see the sectoid. Why, if I came there, I could have sworn. Oh, you don't see the sectoid either. Okay. You're coming there. You're coming here.
Sure.
And this is what we're going to do. And we're going live next turn. And we're going to throw the flare next turn. Oh, well. Oh, don't go inside. Okay, that's good. Okay, Trooper Sectoid. That's a pot of 2. So there's 5. Although there's 5 very close to each other, but there's only 1 pod right now that I'm worried about. And that's only, I can only see the trooper, but they'll scatter. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope. How far can you launch? Yeah, we're going right here. It's our go live moment. They could scatter up here and see our Shinobi. So now we'll keep all flexibility. Here we go. Centered right on the Lancer.
Grenade.
Yeah, we're going. Oh, wow. That was decent damage grenade. Good job, Sectoid. And they're coming my way. So that gives Aleksandra a chance. You know, that's only 41%, but I like the way they scattered. I do like the way they scattered. I can get an easy flank. But I think I might want the easy flank on this guy and give us a chance for overkill. I also see about burning them, but I don't know that I have to burn them. And who did use? Yeah, you saw 40%. So I'm gonna try the flank shot, or I know we can kill this guy. There's any number of us can get that damage. So maybe I come down here and go kablammy on this guy and just make sure he does not, you know, sustain himself. It was a really lovely grenade. Except I then am in a bad position if, well, I could also, well, before I do anything, oh, and there's a crate of loot. We found one. I haven't noticed any others. Well, I know there wasn't any right back here, so at least we have one near us. I think it only gets us about 10-ish loot. Okay. Concentrate. Maintain your thought. So what I may do, no, even then, even if I come here and let's just come here and see if we can kill him. Overkill. Yeah, but my weapon only does 3 to 5. We will have him flanked, so we'll have a decent chance for crit, which could help with the overkill. Otherwise, we got to worry about overwatching against him for when he wakes up. So I have 2 choices. I have, yeah, but these guys aren't going to flank him. They're way in the building. I don't think they're going to flank him. So I think I'd rather go with the more likely to hit right next to him, even though it's not flanked. I think I'd rather go right here and both barrels. Or maybe even one barrel if the overkill is enough, but I'll maybe we just play it safe. Where could you reach if I needed a shot from you? You could come to here. Okay. So we got some things. I'm coming right here. We're gonna get right next to them, both barrels.
C'est faisable.
Yeah, that even Min is gonna do the overkill damage, 96%. You realize there's a chance to miss? But Frog didn't. Just thought I'd point that out. Frog did not. I'm gonna go for a flank shot and save the flame. And I have other people that can still shoot. In fact, I'm gonna go here, so I'm in full cover, unflankable. No reason to have more than one flankable. I don't think we see in there far enough from this position. So let's do the flank shot from here.
Yup.
Yeah, we didn't see him. Plus, we found the target, which, you know, we kind of knew where it was. Now, I wasn't gonna, I couldn't off the top of my head remember the overkill, because if you don't overkill enough, he goes into sustain. I wanted to avoid the sustain, where he then gets up and can run or, you know, do something to us. We'd have to have people sitting on Overwatch to try and get him. And I'm limited. So you got to overkill him so he does not sustain himself. Ooh. Well, there's one thing we can do. And I have not thrown the thing yet, have I? I do have somebody with an action up here. Just thought I'd point that out to everybody. I was about to keep playing without throwing an evac. Yeah, you may mention the flare nightmare about not having my shinobi do it because it would reveal him. Yeah, I remembered that part, but then I didn't remember to throw the frickin' flare. Where do I want to throw it? I think we just keep it right in front of us because we don't have to go much further than that to accomplish what we need to accomplish.
Evac now!
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed.
And it's nice it was down to 4 turns. That was nice that happened. Now we go for this shot.
Sayonara, Stubbs.
Sayonara, Stubbs. One of our soldiers is named Stubbs, by the way. Oh, look. It says I can hack from here. I'm getting the symbol on this thing, that little red symbol, from right here. It seems to indicate I can hack from here and see the laptop from here. Let's give it a test.
Here I come.
There she blows. What do we get? PCS at 45%, advanced PCS 19. Let's just get a PCS. $5. $5 is better than nothing, right?
Accessing system.
Ah, it's gonna be one of those teasers. Yep. Well, neither is the same as neither.
We Confirm successful acquisition of the advent
Okay, we're
files.
hearing...
Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
We're hearing this pod from back here. We didn't hear this one. Maybe they're going to keep walking. So it's not like at the moment I need to fight with anybody. But maybe I can come back here and gain eyes on them. So we can be as prepared as possible. Because I think everybody else has moved. So why don't we see where they're coming and when they're coming and that kind of thing. And maybe we get a peek through the window when they're coming back. If they're coming back.
Verstanden. Rück aus.
Oh, they're coming back. They be coming back. The pot of 3. Well, actually, it's a pot of 2 plus a drone that's wandering with them. And it is a Viper. Let's see where they go.
Bin dabei.
Oh, they're totally on yellow alert, and so are they. So this one's active. Pot of 2. So we only activated 1. We have Overwatch. And we can take away said Overwatch. Okay. So now we got to worry about, okay, we'll get a yellow icon if we get too close when we're moving and these guys can see us, but we also know they're active. So we got to make sure we have cover against them in that direction because they'll be upon us next turn. So we have a decent shot with you because he's only in half cover. I say let's go for it. Well, what I also was thinking is how far does your grenade go from where you are? Okay, if we were to move up, I wonder how much wall damage we could do between these two. I don't know. And I'm kind of hesitant to bring us up too far. Now his weapon, yeah, it does do 3 to 4. So I'm going to keep you in the full cover. And see if we can open up some lines of sight.
Attacking over there.
We'll just blow this. Even though we have a semi-decent sniper shot, it's still only 67% or something. So we're going to try the grenade. And there's a spot. Let's get that spot back. There it is. We found it. Bombs away. Okay, one trooper down. We know they're aware of us. Obviously. Now the thing is, I don't know. Okay, you do see this thing. So we're gonna have one more pod coming at us. So it means I need to reposition you so you don't get so you're at least in full cover for when they activate and come shooting at us. So part of me is saying, let's just blow this sectoid open with a rocket. And then if these guys get too aggressive, we at least have flame available. Kind of the way I'm thinking. Yeah, the grenades are rolling nice today. Although, Sectoid does have needle grenades against the non-armored enemies to do extra damage. That's why you're seeing higher potential. Instead of 2 to 5, we're seeing 3 to 6. So we at least have one perk that helps us a little bit for the time being. So we're gonna make noise. I don't have to worry about destroying the hacky thing. We're just gonna make some frickin' noise and see if we can friendly fire. Well, I don't care. We got what we needed, unless there's something else in there. I think we're fine just going right here, my friends. Yeah, the drone was back behind with the behind the Viper, farther back. He was going off in that direction, so I think we're okay. We would have spotted it by now with Laser Master sitting on the roof like he is, I think.
Reloading.
On target. And now we get to give you a shot. Have at it, Aleksandra. We hit it, but it was out of sight. I couldn't see how much damage we did. Oh, we did mighty fine. We did fine. Now we're not moving you. What we're gonna do, I'm thinking you could stay here in full cover against them. You need to move, so we might as well move you over here to see about finishing off the Sectoid. So Frog, you get another chance to finish off an enemy.
C'est comme vous voudrez.
I'm pressing the F button for fire because we were playing Terror from the Void yesterday, so it's like, oops, wrong game. Ay, 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 ay. So 78%, we just need a graze. Give us a graze. No! Well, we also... We could do 75 or we could do combat protocol and hope we don't need combat protocol over here. But against those guys, I don't have many options left now. Unless I activate Laser Master. So I think we got to do combat protocol. I don't want to leave him standing. I would have loved to have it for the next pod. What I could do, is there anybody that's looking squishy? Yeah, Frog, you're a little on the squishy side. Let's give you a little aid protocol. There you go. Even though you're in full cover, you only got 3 health. And they're in yellow alert. They're going to be coming a gunning. I think we're all in appropriate cover to hopefully stand up to it. But, we've been crit through full cover too many times in this series already. So let's try to protect ourselves.
Is this what we're looking for?
Yeah. And we're not moving you, otherwise they activate, and we don't want that yet. So let's Overwatch.
Gebe Feuerschutz.
What? They did not move? What the frickin' fill in the blanks? Yeah, we'll this will be easy to grab before we leave. That's one nice thing about this loot chest. Oh my god, we just don't see anything. Well, Sectoid, can you give us another beautiful explosion here? I like the idea. I like the sound of that. Well, we took out the sentry. That was freaking amazing. A little wimpy damage on the snake, that's for sure. But I think Laser Master just might be able to take care of things for us. I don't know that anybody else can get close enough. Perhaps I can. No, I'm not going to be able to get close enough for fire. Going to be a little iffy. Yeah, stupid sexy snakes. It's going to be a little iffy though. Yeah, we can't get a flank over there. We can get shots over there. Yeah, there's still a drone. Probably somewhere back here. If the drone appears, we do have Haywire Protocol, which would be my #1 go-to. But I have no way to kill the snake right now. Unless I flesh. Now I would be fleshing from cover. Yeah, he spits poison on us, though. I'm not thrilled about dealing with all that for 2 turns. I want to take him out. And if I need to come up to see a drone coming at us, I'll have good vision from up here, or I should, if we activate a drone, and he'll charge us. And I got Haywire Protocol. So I think I gotta, I just end it this way. Now, he's, you know, got some skills, but he only has 6 health, too. So let's, it says 100%, and it says our min is 6. So, yeah, he could dodge. That would make life extremely difficult. Snakes do have a little extra dodge, but at 100%, it's a little less likely to happen, eh? Yeah, we get hit with poison, and then we gotta last a couple turns before we can get out, so there's a risk of damage either way. Probably less if we just let him spit at us, but then we gotta spread out, so he can't poison multiples of us. We don't get evac for 2 more turns. And since it's just a drone, he says flippantly, you know, sometimes we just gotta count on our guys delivering. And Laser Master, he delivered. Do we see a drone? No, we do not see a drone. So, we come up here looking for a drone. There's a couple things we should be coming up here looking for. I may just come right here. Where's the hacky tower that we're not seeing? Oh, it's way over here. That's why. So before we leave, I got to do the hacky tower. Oh, there's one there too. I only see this one. This one gives me 45% chance. While we're here, let's go pick up a crate and check out if this is higher than a 45% chance. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Nightmare. How much does the other one have? 47%. Guess which one we're hacking? Next turn. We will take the loot. There's probably another loot thing on the map, but I'm not in the mood. Oh, you know, it could be anywhere. I think it's more important. Maybe like come over here.
Gotta move.
Yeah, we'll be able to pick them up next turn, even with the drone.
Right, j'y vais.
So we'll just do this. In case the drone has, you know, looped around and fools us, we'll just do it like this.
Scan en cours. Yeah.
And then you... Just in case the drone flies high, why don't we come up here and steady you?
Raskas.
And you pick that up. Yeah, it's open. So you just stay there for now. No drone. Let's get our loot.
Right. Next time, drop us a burger or something.
Let's get our other loot.
Je dois pouvoir faire ça. Vous voulez que je mette ça où?
We got an Delirium core, that's good. We need that cash. We can afford to sell one. Let's move back towards evac. Reinforcements has turned yellow.
All right.
Yeah, you'll be able to make it out. Let's come up here and steady versus drone. In case it shows up next turn. Why the heck not? We can put you on Overwatch too.
Watching here.
And then Laser Master. Yeah, we can't get you on the roof, but we'll get you behind some full cover on Overwatch, and then you'll be able to reach out next turn.
Kein Problem, Boss. Na los, zeigt euch.
And then... Ooh, that looks like it could be one of those crates. Shall we come over here and see if we have vision down there? Just in case. Well, let's see if we have vision from here. So if it doesn't look promising, I can still hack. Well, not on a yellow move, but you know.
Will do.
No, just a trash container.
This is Firebrand.
Okay, we can get
Time
out.
to go.
It's still yellow. I think it's time for us to go. So we gave it a shot to find some more loot. Unsuccessful. We'll come here and do our hack. Yeah, it's safe from here. We won't get out this turn. but reinforcements aren't red yet anyway. And if we have a detrimental, let's see what the bad result is.
Infiltrating their system.
Okay, 47%. A failed hack will result in all enemies gaining defense and mobility. Well, we'll have a very mobile and strong drone if it shows up. Ah, so much. We tried. We tried.
Can't get through.
So I'm kind of thinking, let's pull back now. Since you can't get out this turn, we'll all pull back a little farther, a little closer, just on Overwatch, just in case, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, it just went far away.
Spying over there.
Fire shots.
Now the other tower, once you do one, you don't get to do the other.
En avant, massacre. Je passe en vigilance.
Reinforcements will probably turn red, but we're leaving this turn. Oh yeah. You're done.
Feindest in Bewegung.
Oh, there's the drone. Doesn't look like it's going to make it in time, but there it is, off in that direction. Time for us to go. And the reinforcements didn't turn red. How about that? All right, let's skedaddle.
Natürlich.
Yeah, just so you know, even if I came over in this direction, you don't get a hack. There's no hacky symbol available anymore. Once you hack, you hack. So you try to pick the best one you got and roll with it.
Let's move already. C'est comme vous voudrez.
Good.
So when you got kill experience for 7, could have been 8. Looks like it was an 8 advent mission. Let's bail, my friends.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
All right, we're back in the flawless category. Thank God. Let's take a look at the who got the MVP for today. Could it be our Grenadier with his powerful, awesome grenades of the day? Let's go find out. No kills. You did deal 5 damage, 100% accuracy. That's fine. It's hard. It was hard on this map to get Aleksandra consistent lines of sight. But she either helped with hollow targeting and or the shots she did take weakened him down. That it is Sectoid, just like we thought. He got 3 kills, dealt 28 damage on his 3 grenades. And he did a great job. Wanton destruction, most assists, kill stealer. I don't know. We get a photo. It's photo time for Carlos Sectoid. Yeah, that's nice damage. I think he's excited for getting his first, but he's kind of a, oh yeah, that's his grenade launcher. I'm cool with that since it's the grenade launcher. Oh, I can't. Oh, I think I can I make him turn a little? Yeah. I like seeing that it's the grenade launcher better. I think. I do believe. I like that. And then we gotta change the text. We'll change Gladiator to MVP. The future is worth it. This is Sectoid's first MVP award. All right. Let's go see if we got any other little awards, like I'm too old for this shit, but I don't think so. That usually only happens if you get hit. So we got our 1 kill for Laser Master. Good job on the snake coming through where we couldn't afford a graze. You came through and did it for us. Close range and the sneakiest. Most exposed. We got to change his uniform to a trench coat or something. Damage dealt 2. Well, we went for the sure kill on him with combat protocol. But that's cool. He was here to hack. He did his job. Well, mostly. There's a former MVP. Frog did a nice job. 50% shooting, 8 damage dealt, 1 kill himself. Not bad, kid. Yeah, considering he's just a squatty. A lowly squatty. And then Commander even squeezed in a kill. 6 damage dealt. And there we go. Mission photo. Aha. We're going for height, I guess. It looks like we're on the top of that building that we couldn't get to. This is what that one little, this is the one little edge of that building. Otherwise, it all has high walls and you can't get to it. Ooh, I guess Frog, we just told Frog to jump. No mercy, compassion is a sign of weakness. This was a hack the workstation mission. Yeah, we're establishing dominance. There we go. Good job, team. And let's just change that to our favorite red, or at least Commander's favorite red. No mercy, compassion is a sign of weakness. Commander just was the director and said, okay, jump. Frog has the smoothest jump I've seen. It looks like these two could possibly be jumping. But Frog, he floats. He floats.
I hope you're ready to be famous.
All right. Now we can continue. We got a few miscellaneous stats to look at. Alexi shot the most, apparently. Yeah, our successful shot percentage, only 66. No, most damage was definitely Carlos. Oh, yeah. Commander, could you sit back, please? Laser Master moved the furthest. He was, that's what a scout is supposed to do. All right. Let's hope we get some more promotions here to keep pushing this team forward.
No way the aliens were expecting a fight like that.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. That is what we want to see. Squatty, no more squatties on this group. That's good. So we're gonna give you walk fire now. Good job, Frog. Aleksandra. I'm trying to think, what is your next perk that we picked? Ah, we didn't feel we needed the extra aim of damn good ground, so we went with the extra damage, which I love. It says it works with primary weapons, pistols, or sawn-off, which you would never have, but a pistol you could. That's interesting. To me, who doesn't remember how things work. Sectoid, what do you get this time? Yeah, now he can launch his grenades even farther. That's a big help to me. I'm not a big fan of Sapper, especially, you know, when I need to have something removed. I just shoot my rocket. So we go for Bombardier so we can reach farther. These are Sectoid's power perks right here. These are any Grenadiers that go with a boomer build. These are the power perks for the Grenadiers, soon to arrive, coming up. Grapevine, what did we pick for you? Yeah, scanning protocol I do. I have some with revival, but I really like scanning protocol. It's an extra pair of eyes when your either scout gets revealed or you don't have a shinobi, that kind of thing. I like scanning protocol. And finally, ZigZag Commander himself got a promotion. And we've gained the ability to roust. Sometimes I'll pick up concussion rocket here. But we're going roust because hopefully if we have an option to use this the way it can work. Not every battle you can set it up this way, but it's nice to get the person to force them to move when you have somebody on Overwatch. Ideally an ever vigilant kind of person, you know. It's a possibility. Plus, it decreases their mobility and defense on that move, so they can't move very far, and if you're lucky, they move out into the open. And that's it. Good job, team. So we got an advanced expanded magazine. Like it. We got now you know what comes in it. I think it's a range that you can get. Maybe it's 8 to 12 in those cartons. Something like that. Because I swear I've gotten more than 10 out of those before. One Elerium core, which is good. An advanced scope. Depth perception. For yet another sniper. That's good for sniper. So really the only thing immediately that I would look to sell is the Elerium core. Because I think we have enough for the moment. I'll have to double check with Scilab coming up. I may need to hold an extra one back. We'll see. And the soldier bond is available. I think this just means, and this is just telling us, that they are ready for the next level. So we've got about 3 bonds for sure, maybe 4 that are ready. So eventually the training center, although it's still a tad early for the training center, especially if I'm trying to save up for a Scilab. Now the good thing about Scilab is I can build it anywhere. Like I may build it way over here. Because we have out on the map, we have the extra Avenger power. And I think it gives us more than 1 power, so I think, you know, you get 2 or 3 power from that usually. And that's gonna be nice for us. That's gonna be nice for us. The thing I do not like, we got 6 wounded right now. A couple of those long term. Unavailable, do I have enough? I don't. Unavailable is 9. Oh, it might be like Haven Advisors, the 6 wounded. I think it includes the wounded or something. I don't think there's anything else. Well, let's go find out. Is there anything else I need to do in here? Do I have resistance people out there? Yeah, I did that. I put a couple people in here before I went live with you guys because they were empty because when we did our last infiltration, I never went back to fill them in, so I put them in at the beginning. So I see nothing else we need to do. We got 49 supplies. We need to get up to 150 so we can start building a Scilab. I would like to get that at least going. We got the Cooper autopsy going. We got to follow that with an officer autopsy. And then after that, we unlock mag weapon research. So we got 2.5 researches to go before we get our first mag weapons. So that's our big next push right now. That is our next big push. And I can't think of anything else I need to do in here at the moment. We get a little more funds here, maybe another 40 to 45 from machinery. So we still need more cash. Let's see what's out here. Look at that. We get more intel here now. So we're going to be able to pick up some more intel. Not quite at the moment. We have our Avenger power we have to get to. Let's find out how much time we got. Avenger power has 6 days. We have a soldier waiting for us. We have 3 days to get there. So I'd like to do, okay, we at least have a smash and grab, which is really good to give us supplies for you know what. So maybe what I do temporarily, I know it's a higher strength region, but just to get closer to pick, well, let's see if we can find one more here. And then we'll move on. Now we have 11 here. We have 6 scanning here. Let's scan, see if we can find one more infiltration here. Then maybe I start coming a little closer. Pick this up. Destroy an alien relay. More intel. This is the underground one where I think we got to put charges on a relay. So it's interesting. It's not a bad timer. The underground ones are a little awkward and challenging at times. Let's see who we can put together for this. I'm gonna clear my havens, because I may potentially want these guys for the mission. And after we infiltrate, we'll have to remember to refill. So who do we have available? At the bottom, do we have... We do have Teddy Husky Good Boy down here, and we do have a Ranger, so having a shooty guy, those two probably not bad to take out. We also have Trojan if we run into the drones down below ground, which is nice to get rid of those and out of the way. I'm going to throw these two in there. And that's 2 laser weapons too. Oh, Gunner. I feel like a technical can work underground. Probably not the best mission for a sharpshooter. I think I'll save Robbie Zaso and his laser cannon for a separate mission. We already got 2 laser weapons on this mission. I like the idea of a shinobi coming out. And Andre the Gamer Lucian is one of our newest. We got... Ooh. Do I have anybody training right now for officer? I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, we do. We have Rickroll. So when he's done, we can see about putting somebody else in there for training. But, because he's our 3rd, I do think you'll be our shinobi and we'll have a leader on this one. With a little command. right, let's see who else we might want. I can see bringing Ogre. His bondmate Drummix is injured for quite a while, 15 more days. He will not have laser, though. But I think we have a couple other I think we can get away with that. Especially if we give him AP rounds if he doesn't already have it. In case a mech is along. That's 4. We can go out with 5 at least. Thinking of a technical underground, but am I the only technical available? My will is okay. How is Frog's? That's a lot of shooty though on. Sorry guys. I don't have a lot of variety in the people available right now. We can get Stubbs out as a Lance Corporal with Slug Shot. Could also be helpful against a mech. And it's easier sometimes underground to sneak them closer. Not always, but can be. But I also feel like a technical is very, very helpful. Now let me look at our bond pairing, by the way. Where is Frog? Okay, we could afford a little more bond work. So I'm bringing one more than I want to on this mission. We have an AoE opening. We have 2 Ranger. We got a lot of firepower. I say we can get this done. Even with 5, but I hate to break up this bond pair right as they're about to get maxed out on the first level. Yeah, but I'm going to find another mission too, Road Train. So she'll be able to go out on another mission. No doubt about it. And then we'll have enough others that can go out too. I'm okay with this. I'm not giving you or trying to buy you a laser weapon. We already have 2. What I may do is Teddy Husky will remove his to give it over here. Because the specialist has other things he can do. And then if we come out here, do we want to strip? No, we can give this assault rifle to Teddy Husky. With the expanded clip. Okay, health-wise, I'm thinking Frog could maybe, it's a small cost, but maybe we build a nanoscale for Frog. Slows him down a little bit, but I think that's important. And then I'm also going to squeeze a medkit somewhere. Probably on ZigZag. But we do have a nanoscale. So I think Frog should have one. He felt a little too squishy last time, although he has an extra point of health now. I kind of feel like I want that. Especially with the Advent mechs out there. So I think we're okay. Got a couple lasers. We got the AP rounds to help us out if we do run into a mech. We do have a specialist. Do we have any perks here that might make or PCS? Let's go find out what's available. Depth perception, saving that for a sniper. That's kind of an anemic hacking PCS. Only 5. I know we can do better. I'm thinking we can sell a lot of these. Keep depth perception and the will, and potentially sell the other. Ooh, Psi offense I may hold on to just since we're close to a Psi lab. Although it's only 3, but... So yeah, no PCS to apply to anybody on this one. And that's my thinking. So, let's infiltrate! It'll be extremely light according to this. 7 days, 6 hours. Let's do it. We probably only needed to do that with a team of 5, but I didn't want to break up my last bond pair just to get it maxed out, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm thinking I'm gonna come. To be quite honest, I'm gonna come over here to scan because it expires in 3 days. So I want to do my scanning here, so I'm not that far. A little more scanning before I go pick up this soldier. I want to get the soldier. We have too many injured, but I'm gonna come over here to scan.
Setting course for the Western European Ward.
Okay. Archangel Colette is back from their wounds. So we have another bond pair to take out, and it'll be a good one for a future mission. What do we find? We could do this! 5-day timer, we gotta find a way to do this one. Holy moly. Usually we're finding these lately with 2-day timers at best. We gotta look at putting together a team for this. Look what you get to do now, potentially. Road train. Oh, look what you get. We need the full salvage. That's juicy. We gotta try doing it. Gotta try doing it. Keep a point of strength from coming into this area. We gotta go for it.
Setting course for Sector 10, Eastern United States.
Okay. Definitely want to try to bring out a sharpshooter. Okay, where is... Oh no, who's not available? Okay, we got Hisako Anaconda, and we'll bring out her bondmate. They've already maxed out their bond, but I'm bringing these pair. I think I saw... I definitely want to bring out a sharpshooter. Grenadier is probably good on this mission. So we'll bring these two. I definitely will probably look at upgrading that weapon even for this particular mission. We need to get you at least some ceramic plating. Then we'll look at you beyond that in a moment. We got one med kit there. We're gonna have potentially I'll probably even throw another med kit on you. Now, do I have a heavier hitter like a gunner available? And it would be Robbie's also. Perfect. And then the question becomes, what's going to be better? Right now, it's light at 13 to 15, which should be doable. We hope. Because if I bring one more, I think we push it up. Now, obviously, we could boost, but then I think kind of a light mission is potentially doable. I gotta upgrade this weapon. Well, these guys, though, don't carry laser. I definitely will get the laser lance. How does it work if I squeeze one more in? How would that feel? Still says 13 to 15. That tells me I'm probably going to do it. Oh, max infiltration. I take that back. Max infiltration is 69%. But if I boost it, it is 13 to 15. And I'll frickin' boost this one. So, yeah, right now, unboosted, we would expect 22 to 24. I would boost this for the 13 to 15, though. Yeah. So 13 to 15 with 4. This playthrough has me doubting my skills, although I feel like when I was playing more, I would have thought about doing that. But right now, I'm thinking I got a boost. I want to see about if I can afford. I may only be able to afford one, or if I can afford both, that'll be perfect. Definitely want the sniper weapon. So let's strip the upgrades. Let's see what we can build. $25. And I can't afford a scatter ray by 1 supply. Well, I won't build one then. I don't always build I don't usually, I don't necessarily build. I'll build some of the small mag weapons. I don't always build a lot of these. Do I need to have it on the team, though? And how's everybody's strength? I can afford nanoscale if I need to. Yeah, I might be wanting some nanoscale instead. We'll take a look at that. I like an advanced scope. I like an advanced stock. We can either go an advanced expanded magazine or an auto loader for 1 free reload. And if we can find a high ground, we can get away with an expanded magazine, perhaps. Yeah, we're still going to have to boost it. We're still going to have to boost. And I'm thinking there was a... Yeah, we're gonna... I think we might as well do the advanced suppressor here. And then I'm thinking over here... Well, there was a good laser sight. We'll put it on this to increase our crit chance. Do I want a regular single reload or probably an advanced expanded magazine? Increase the clip size by 2. Now what do we got here? Advanced, so we got an advanced suppressor there already. We'll do another advanced suppressor here, perhaps. Seven-day timer. We can get to 100% infiltration, and we need it so that we're concealed at start. Because this team won't work without concealment. And there's some nasty penalties if you don't max infiltrate at least 100%. We got grenades. Okay, we did not opt for a specialist, which is a little questionable. Do I want the shotgun, or do I want just so we can like break overwatches, which we're gonna have, so we can move around a bit? Now we have suppression, which can help with that. And speaking of which, I think we need some special ammo for you, especially with a potential mech on the map. Yeah, I hope I have enough to build 2 more. No, I can only build 1 more. Oh well. I guess I would get the best value potentially right here. And we'll have to survive without shotgun, but then we also have slug shot occasionally on when it's not on cooldown to offset the fact that we don't have that. Okay, I think it's doable. I'm gonna spend the intel. This is a juicy little mission to get full salvage and get corpses. And we gotta go for it. Your health could be improved, but I don't have armor. That's the problem, and I'd have to sacrifice a grenade, Sectoid. So you're going to be a little scary on this mission. As is Queen Bee. There's the nickname that's been given to Aleksandra, Queen Bee. And if I give you the nanoscale, you're going to be really slow. But And I don't think I have it. I don't think I have an extra one. I don't think I can afford to build it. Yep, can't even build it. So we're stuck. This is the best we're gonna get. We're gonna do it. There you go, my friends. There you go. We do have center mass here. That's nice. That was nice that we picked it up before this mission. Bombard will help. Combatives. Well, we aren't really facing combatives type enemies yet. Although, can we get higher level, force level on these missions? Perhaps. Maybe we will see a muton on this. I can't recall if that's this mission where that can happen. I'm happy with that. Weapon and build, loadout. Yeah, we're gonna make this work, my friends. We're gonna make this work. You know, we have dedication. If we can move, you can move you around with Overwatch. We can suppress the Overwatch. So we're gonna have to make this work. We can grenade Overwatch. You know, we have things to do. Let's get down there, my friends. Let's get down there. All right, so far the smash and grab is our upcoming mission. I think at this point, I don't have much flexibility for another mission because of the amount of injuries we have. I think it's more important to me for right now to pick up that soldier because it expires soon.
Avenger plotting new course.
And Lord knows our barracks needs a new soldier. Oh my goodness. Start liberating the region. Yeah, I would love to, but I don't think I have. Actually, I don't want to fly there either. I don't think I have a team remembering who's left. I think I'm going to ignore. Besides, it's only a 5-day timer, 10 to 12. I wouldn't get many out. I don't need to do a lib here yet. Eventually, we'll try to do some just for what we potentially can get on a lib 3. Event Horizon is back. That's good. 4-day timer. Gosh darn it. Well, you know, I may not have put people back in the havens either. That might be a reason for the low timer, which sucks, but I don't know that I had a perfect team ready for this one. Damn, as a scientist too. Let's look here. Yeah, I wouldn't have had the proper team to be able to do that mission yet. 4 big wounds, making itself felt. So I need this soldier, and I guess I gotta make sure. Did I have people in here? Yeah, I gotta put these people back in. We'll put all we have is lance corporals to use, so we will do that. We'll put Grapevine over here. And over here, shame on me for not having a Haven Advisor. Yeah, you don't have scanning. Yeah, we'll put Advent Horizon over in the other one. He's got full will. So does Tiber Azure. Both Lance Corporals. He just came out of the med bay, so he may not have this. Yes. Okay. 12 more hours. Let's do it. Hafnir Floki. Was Floki in? I think I heard applause way back at the beginning. Floki, look who we found. He's a grenadier. I'm not upset about a grenadier. You saw how valuable they could be for powerful, especially when they gain perks. That's cool. I'm happy. So Floki, the ground nearby was littered with shell casings and scorched from the impact of energy weapons. While examining the seemingly desolate area, a lone veteran who had come to the scene with salvage for barter approached our squad hoping to do business. Took very little convincing for them to join our ranks. So that's cool. We got Floki. There are better Haven. No, as far as overall, there's better Haven advisors I can choose, but Lance Corporal's the highest I got. And the higher the rank, the better chance to find some faceless. So I don't have much choice. They were all Lance Corporals. Scanning protocol on the one helps a bit. Rank would be better. Scanning protocol helps a little. Not anymore. Welcome to the game. All right, let's accept. And why don't we go look at promotions and see what his build looks like real quick.
Coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
There he is. There he be. Let's see what kind of thing. Oh, 3 hours. Oh, that's much needed. Much needed. We're low on cash. We also have a smash and grab. We really gotta bite the bullet and get up to 150 real quick so I can get the Scilab going. I really want to get that started. Even though I only have one available PSI soldier to pop in there, that's what I want to get started. So what are we looking at? This is a Grenadier. Do we have any good Grenadier things? Not really this one. A free flashbang? We'll mark it. You have high combat intelligence too. That's like 49 points to play with. Reconnoiter, where you get a battle scanner. Free battle, or for every 4 turns as a free action, you can use a battle scanner. It doesn't require nor consume any actual equipped battle scanners. So we'll look at it. Demolition, unleash a volley of bullets. That's not your immediate job. Low profile, fire a shot with a primary weapon. Well, with your aim, we're probably going to SMG you to keep you speed to get up close with grenades. Yeah, not a lot of great perks. So I actually almost, there's 55, which is most of what you would. 49, so that would pretty much spend all your stuff. I'll mark that anyway, but I'm just going to go with the standard builds I do. Well, since you have a flashbang, we could argue rapid deployment, but you've seen how nice those needle grenades are against unarmored targets, but pretty soon they won't all be unarmored. Pretty soon they won't be all unarmored. So we accept it'll be a while before we get a free flashbanger too. So let me just mark these this way. I think we'll do volatile mix and then probably shockwave. And I could see rapid deployment since eventually we'll get to pick this up. But I don't want to carry a support grenade for that reason. I think I'm just going needle. That's a long wait to get that perk, to make that viable. I prefer all grenades, man. There we go. Welcome to the team, Floki. Yep. Got it right on his back. Did you even remember how your character looked? There's a question. Some of these characters are like, oh, what are they? Well, how, you can't remember what they were like. It's been a while since we've played the game. All right. Yeah, you had forgot. Let's get back out there. Yeah, we need smash and grab to come. We got intel, which will be here for 8 days. 4 days left on Avenger power, since they don't quite have teams to infiltrate. I'm gonna go see about picking up Avenger power, since we have a dead moment. At least get it started.
Avenger plotting new course.
There we got some stuff. Very good. So what we really need, though, is 150 supplies now. So I don't want to spend anything at the moment. We'll probably have another mission that comes up and makes me need to spend on laser weapons again. But, and I need one of my Elerium cores. This is where I need one of my Elerium cores to build. We currently have 5. So probably these days I gotta keep 2 in the bank at all times. For the time being. I think we'll dig out this debris here. Then we'll probably shift around when we start building the Scilab. This is for another 68. In 15 days. We need to cast before that, guys, but oh well. We got a smash and grab coming. Hopefully it'll be a good one. I hope. I hope. And our trooper autopsy is going to finish any moment too. And that means we're going to have to move on to the officer autopsy. Rick Hunter's done in 4 days. Oh my god, the trooper autopsy is done in 0 hours. The minute we come out to the geoscape, it's going to end.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
Okay, let's find out how important it is.
Despite a thorough
I could care less about the Skulljack. It's kind of too early for the Skulljack. I am concerned about making it the mag weapons. That's where I want to get first.
Will no doubt prove difficult.
So proving ground projects are slowly becoming available. It's a little early for the proving ground yet because there's not really any amazing robotics. Eventually we'll want to get, but officer autopsies next, just to get us to mag. Alloy plating. We got our first alloy plating. Let's do the Advent Officer autopsy here. It unlocks magnetic weapons, Skulljack. I don't know about how much I use Talon rounds, but yeah, magnetic weapons is what we're doing this for.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Yeah, we definitely do want a Skulljack, but and eventually we want a Skull Mine too, but for intel. All right, so we're in good shape now. 6 days, and we can start mag weapon research if we have the supplies to do it.
but it still sounds like they'll be relying heavily on us to handle both strategic and tactical engagements with the aliens. Hopefully their network of contacts will, at the very least, provide us with valuable insights into Advent movements and positioning.
Yeah, choices always in this game have consequences, good or bad. Constant battle to keep making the right choices, the best choices. Let's get the Avenger power, can we? Not a bad timer for an engineer. I don't know that I quite have the team. I'd only have to go in with a team of 4, 10 to 12 with that timer, and I can't just be boosting every mission, especially when I'm not getting intel at this point. Yeah, that's huge. Getting some 3 extra Avenger power. Absolutely huge. In an area normally devoid of consistent power generation, the small clinic is operating on several alien power cells reappropriated from Advent. After our team spent some time helping to shore up the clinic's defenses, the local doctor insisted we take some of their spare cells for our own use. So that's huge. Okay, this is going to be our next mission. I'm going to come in here and scan, and we're going to have a smash and grab coming up. That's what it looks like. In fact, rather than scan, since I can't do a mission if we find it, let's start the intel.
Avenger plotting new course.
Until we have to do the mission. We're up to 101 intel, so technically, although we're going to boost a mission here, so what's this one look like? Revealed start mission, 7 to 9, smash and grab. This is the squad we put together for it. We got Nefertiti out to command the team. We got Gleaser. We got Coach. Dark Admiral as the Shinobi. Marcus Nameless Joy as our assault. And do we have any laser? Okay, our specialist has it. Oh, we do have a laser lance here. So this is our second laser lance. And okay, we got good enough stuff. Now on launch grenade, we do not have needle because we're looking at 2 squaddies though. So we gotta be very aware of that part of the team. But the upper half of the team, I'm very comfortable with. So this is what's coming out for our next mission. Smash and grab to get the supplies we desperately need for that Scilab. And hopefully we can make that work, my friends. Hopefully we can make that work. So, we've come to the time to wind down tonight's live stream and look forward to the next episode of Long War, which will probably happen next Monday. I'll have the new schedule posted after tomorrow's stream, Terror from the Void. And we'll move on from there. So it went well. It was nice to get back into the flawless column today. We needed that bad to start healing up our barracks so we don't have a personnel crunch, which I feel like we have right now. And whew. Yeah, of course it's a good stream, Floki. You showed up. In more ways than one, you and your character. So that's kind of exciting. But I wanna, yeah, I can't imagine why. But anyway, we will come back for Terror from the Void tomorrow. Then I'll post the schedule for the following week. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it all the time. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And thanks so much. Those on Twitch, hang out. We're going to see if we can find somebody to rate. And everybody else, see you later, YouTubers.